We're gonna now get our first leads. This week's been hectic, you know. Don't worry about recording, guys. It's mainly that listening to the pitch and process. So stop looking at the camera, guys. You need to look at me, honestly, because it's really important. Because there's 4 of us at the door. It's going to be really hard 4 guys getting a lead. I really want to show you 2 leads so I can get disappointment, but we'll do our best. Now we just keep going. Whether we get a lead or not, you're going to hear the pitch and you're going to pick up things as we go. So firstly, before I go to the pitch, firstly, when I get to the door, I'm knocking on the door. I'm standing back. I'm a good 1.5 foot, and I'm on an angle here. So the homeowner looking at me here. I'm not blocking the entrance, so it's unintrusive and they're comfortable. If I'm standing here, then they don't feel like they can get out. It's a mental thing. If you get behind a door, you'll know what I mean. It doesn't probably sound like it makes a difference, but you always knock on the door, even to the very end. I've never not done it. I look at my feet and I position them, and then I sit myself up like that so they can see the voucher. So when I'm at the first door, let's just say this is a door here, and that's it there. So I'm going to come and knock on the door. I'm going to stand back about here, right? There's 3 of you guys here, so I need the first one to be here, here, and here, roughly a foot apart. So imagine when the door opens, the homeowner needs to get a snapshot of all 4 of us. They need to see. And we need to have our hands holding our folders like this. They need to see that we've got the same logo on our hats, jumper, and then so they basically need to get a quick snapshot so they're not spooked. So you need to be far enough apart. So what I'll do initially is I'll say here, stand there, feet on an angle. I'll go and knock on the door, get myself in position. When they open it, they'll see all 4 of us. Okay, so I've knocked on the door. Homeowner comes out. Gee, you're a good looking bloke. That happens all the time, but so firstly, g'day, my name's Brent from Community Bulk Solar. We're a community bulk solar program. Basically, we'll show you how to put solar on your roof at no additional cost to what you're currently paying. It sounds like a scam, I know. I'll quickly show you how it works, and if you like, we'll get you and your partner a time. Give me the pen. So let's say we get you and your partner a consult, and let's just say you do decide to go ahead. There's nothing up front, no deposit, no installation, so 0 upfront cost. Once the panels are installed, customers keep paying the same electricity bill amount they have been and will be. The solar credits or savings initially are used to pay off the system. 4 to 10 years later, depending on the system size and depending on the customer, you own the system outright and your bills come down at least 80%. Sometimes you'll never have a bill again. There's over 720 people booked in this program around Warrnambool. We give you this voucher today for $2,050. If you do decide to go ahead, that comes off any system you go ahead with. The consultations are no cost, no obligation. The consultant will come over and show you how solar works, answer any questions. You've got nothing to lose. A really good program. There's one catch. Legally, to qualify, you must have 1 bill over 100 a month or 300 a quarter within the last 12 months. What's your biggest bill?
300 a quarter.
300 a quarter, perfect. Then you qualify. We'll quickly get you a time now. What's your first name?
Ali.
Bang. Filling out this lead sheet, we ring Chelsea and Emma. I put it on speakerphone when I'm passing this on to Chelsea and Emma, and then once I fill this out with the customer first. Get my phone. I usually have my phone sitting here. Have it on speaker. Chelsea, first name's Brent, partner's name's he's single. Address 16 Wattle Avenue, mobile, single story, large roof space. So you're just getting the name, the address, the phone number. Don't worry about employment type. Don't worry about retailer, average bill cost, frequency. Then what I do, I'll pass you over, Chelsea, I'll pass you over the customer. I take it off speaker because I don't want to be listening to what they talk about, because I just want to go back and just tune off. If I look like I'm invested in what's going on, then just better that, I don't want to hear it. So, Chelsea says something wrong, or not that she would say anything wrong, but Chelsea sort of says, are you sure you haven't got solar? And the customer says, I'm pretty sure, and I don't want to be interrupting and say, No, they don't have solar, because I really want that lead to be booked. So you've just got to let them do it. And then you'll hear the customer, and then I'm just sitting here, and then when you say, oh, g'day, you're going, grab the phone, hey Chelsea, date and time, and I'll keep Chelsea, and then I might put it on speaker again, and Chelsea will say, Wednesday the 17th at 2 p.m. Thanks Brent, thanks Chelsea, hang up, fill out the voucher, give it to the customer. So yeah, you've got an appointment Wednesday the 17th at 6 p.m. Just a few things really important. Firstly, make sure you and your partner are there. Make sure you have your bills. The advice the consultant can give you is only as good as the bill analysis. That's really important. So you guys maybe at the start, make 12 months worth of bills. Will let them know exactly to the dollar whether solar's viable and how much you're going to save on top of your bill. So that's important. And they'll show you how it works, how to put a system on your roof at no additional cost to your current bill. And they'll answer all of your questions. And I'll always try and write a little, like I'll do a smiley face, good luck, thanks Brent, smiley face. And then I'll often write tips, and I'll put the first one, I'll put write down all questions. And the second one, I'll put ask consultant about relocation clause. So, and by doing that, so just a couple of other things. I think this is really important. I've spoken to a consultant before, and write down all your questions and ask about the relocation clause, because you know, a lot of people, most people go ahead, but if there's questions that you don't get answered at the consult, you're better off knowing them. So it's a free consult, so get what you can out of it. Whether you go ahead or not, it's a personal decision, but just, you know, it's, you know, you've seen how much solars are in the area. It looks shit ass. People, you know, 40% of around here have got it, so you know how tight homeowners are, so people don't put it up for any other reason. They can't afford to pay, they can't afford to pay the electricity bills. So they got, once you got that lead, you got one lead, you go to the next door. You get paid for every single lead, no matter what happens, other than it being a low bill. I'll be consulting all the leads initially, so there'll be no low bills. I'll go to a low bill, and we can still sell systems to them. Once we get over 100 a month or 300 a quarter, that's where the booked to sale ratio is high. But yeah, so they're going to ask you questions like, have you got battery packs? Yes, we do. Are the panels made in Germany? I don't know, speak to the consultant. So what I'd say when I get tough questions, even though I know the answer, is that, look mate, I'm just a dumb door knocker. Look, speak to the consultant, they'll answer your questions. You know, I just don't know, but I know that it's cheaper to pay off a system that it's a capital asset, increases the value of the house, than it is to pay the bill itself. It's been like that for 6 months. They'll ask you what the rebates are. Don't say, look, I'm not sure, but I know they doubled last year. All these little extra things, you don't need to worry about learning them now. I'll go over them. So what you'll see now is you'll see me knocking. We'll do a good 40 minutes. It's not possible for me not to get a lead within an hour at this time of night. Both partners are home. But again, 4 guys, and I haven't knocked the door for 6 months. So if for some reason I don't get a lead in the first 45, we'll start tomorrow, and you'll see me get 1 or 2 an hour up until 5, and then 3, 4 an hour after that. So lastly, you need two or three vouchers each, 2 or 3 lead sheets. You need your diagram, pen, phone charged. You've all got your logos on. We'll get a team photo later. We'll get this Facebook page set up. Community Box Solar Road Trip, Sunline Community Box Solar Road Trip. Let's have a smoke, and we're going to get straight into it. We're just going to pull up over there. Get organised now, guys. When I pull up, everyone straight out of the van. So, you know, get your folder ready now. This diagram and voucher, that's like your toolkit. So, you know, it just amazes me over the years how many people have a messy folder. They've got shit everywhere. They haven't got a pen. Their pen runs out. Take 2 pens. Make sure your phone's charged. Have a battery pack. If you think you need 5 vouchers, grab 10. The amount of people that they get 5 or 6 leads, and you know, they get a couple in a row and think, shit, you know, I'm going to make my $2,000 this week, and then they'll be ringing the van manager, which is going to be Yastin next week, and I need more vouchers, need more leads. Fucks your day up. We want to help them, so just be prepared. With new reps next week, these guys know you've been here this week, so it's sort of a bit of a conundrum, because one, you've been here a week. You're still going to be learning. You're pretty much going to be at the same stage as them. We're effectively starting now. So they're going to be looking at you guys and think, well, if you guys aren't scoring, you've already done a week. Fuck, how are we going to get 6-7 leads a day? So, so that's why I've rescheduled the appointment. So every lead, every door we knock is improvement. So we'll get out there potentially Saturday if you guys wanted to. We could get a van out on Saturday, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. So turn that fucking video off, and we're going to park and get into it. Let's go. We'll have a smoke first, and we'll go.
Why are you recording me?
Hey, turn it off.